Oh, shit.
All these people are here to see me.
Thoroughbreds corn, stuff like that. So it's more of it's a deep malt taste, pretty high in protein.
I run the Thoroughbred Farming Foundation at Walkill, so I take care of the people who are retired. So experience.
Yeah, we feed. We actually. A lot. You know, he's all boy. He's still figuring things out.
Any questions for Scott?
What was the workout? What was the time this morning?
50 and 2.
50 and 2.
Which is about what we do. We don't like
Yeah,
to do
kill
a lot.
him.
He had his big work 10 days out, which he was 5 days of 101. The company over here, which is a good work on Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So we try not to do too much.
Oh, you probably know. Why do they call it the Oklahoma training track?
Shoot, you got me.
I know.
Oh, shit.
So that used to be the original racetrack when they opened up in, what, 1860, I think it was, Dan? Anyway, so when they built across the street, they called it Oklahoma because the people that were going back and forth to the barn said that it was so far away it might as well be in Oklahoma.
Ah.
I just watched a history on that the other day.
Right. Not even.
There you go.
After this meet, I'm not sure, you know, with race horses, we just try to take it one race at a time. More or less, it's one day at a time. Well, we go everywhere. We go to Churchill. We'll have a string at Keeneland. We'll have, we'll have the string at Belmont. So, yeah, you just got it. The great part about our stables, you got a lot of options. So.
How tall is he?
Probably 16.
Just step over to the side for me. Thank you. As you can see, he's all business.
Yeah.
A little bit different than Power Up, and I mean, you can see he can be a little playful.
Yeah, you know, you can tell he's ready to run right now, so like that's why I just put that lip chain on so you can control him. He'll come out on his hind feet. Yeah, he's a good guy.
What race is it on Saturday? Do you know?
What's that?
What race is it on
We won't
Saturday?
know yet.
Oh, okay.
Wednesday is probably when we'll find out.
Yeah.
Like Wednesday afternoon we'll have a.
Probably the
Well,
third.
you'll get like a
Yeah.
notification.
Probably the third race again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it shaping up to be pretty competitive like the last one was?
It's just hard. You won't know till when entries come out on Wednesday. We'll know.
Yeah, everyone's trying to get a. If they don't have a winner, they're trying to get a winner then.
Right?
I was speaking with Jack with Tis the Law. He had his 2-year-old. I said, we'll see you down the road with Wayno. I said, he don't think that Wayno could run with him down the road. We'll see, you know. Remember, you got the 90 buyers, that 2-year-old? Tis the Law. Yeah. It was impressive. Yeah.
Well, you don't know until you. Believe me, these horses change, you know. Some of them are like kids, like, you know, you got that really athletic kid in high school, and sometimes people run by him in college, you know.
Yeah.
Different type of
No one, I mean,
maturity levels, you know. We have really precocious 2-year-olds in here that are, you know, that are really fast, but they're not necessarily going to be what you're looking for, and,
yeah.
you know, when you start stretching out and running route races.
I didn't notice when I was here for, you know, for his first race, and I didn't notice that he got bumped at the start, but I looked at the head-on, it was and the fact that he's a 2-year-old, and, you know,
He's growing
and
right now,
yeah.
he'll continue to grow, and believe me, he'll fill out into this frame, you know, pretty soon.
Which is a big frame. Look at him.
Flies are getting.
Well, any other questions? We'll let him go relax and any more beautiful horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really is. Carrots. He likes carrots. We kind of give them to him as treats. They like them. Steve likes to walk down the shed road and feed them all carrots. Kind of his thing. I think it's a stress relief.
Yeah. Plus, there's nothing wrong with the person who gives the treat, right? There's nothing wrong with the person who gives the treat, right?
He's the boss, but he's also the
Yeah.
treat giver.
Yeah,
He knows he's posing for photos.
Yeah. No, he's ready. Yeah.
Well, cool. Thanks, Scott. I
All
appreciate
right,
it.
guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, that is
There he
all we
goes.
have. Does anybody
Until
have
Saturday.
any questions or?
Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody coming
Thanks
out.
for the ride again.
You know, appreciate the flexibility. We had a lot going on, and so it's exciting. This is our first year up here at Saratoga with My Racehorse, and we've got some really.
You may whip out.
Obviously, we're very proud of Wayno's last race, a victory at Keeneland and a very solid maiden allowance company.
And Wayne O, who's there between horses as well. Wayne O now puts ahead in front. Marvin's running late, but still fifth. Wayne O challenged again by Gold Street to the inside. Gold Street fighting on. Wayne O is there from the outside. Wayne O and Gold Street. Marvin a distant third. Down to the line. Wayne O. Head bobbing photo for the win.
He's an extremely attractive individual with a big pedigree, and it's nice to see him continue to develop and become the horse we've always expected him to be. The win's done what we wanted with him, give him a little more confidence, and I think all of this is coming with maturity and will continue to go in that direction. He's always been a big frame. I think it's still going to be some time before he reaches his full potential in physical and mental development. But the win and success under those circumstances goes a long ways in getting everything headed in that direction. A lot of size to him, needs the strength to go with the frame. But, you know, I believe that the success and the state of mind, you know, to keep his intent, to keep his focus is the important part right now. He did win at Keeneland, but he has spent quite a bit of time training at Churchill Downs. So we do plan on running him back on the 30th of November at Churchill. Obviously the weather has turned a little bit this time of year, and hopefully the weather allows us to train continuously up to that date, because I feel that that's very important to continue the development we've talked about with the horse.
So Wayno's here. He got a time off after his 2-year-old campaign. Since he's been here, he's grown up quite a bit. He's filled out a whole lot. Steve did a very good job of reading the horse and getting him turned out at the right time. And they're doing really well by the horse. We're gonna start him back into training on Monday, February the 3rd. And then he'll jog for probably 3 weeks and then gallop for about 3 weeks. And then that would be March time, and move over to Steve at Keeneland. And he'll probably be ready for his first breeze once he gets off the van.
Very nice, Crescendo. Thank you.
What is the average time for horses to be ready to run after coming off a layoff, and why does it take that long?
Well, Harper, every horse is different. It depends on what kind of layoff or the reason for their layoff. Some horses have surgery, so their recovery time is going to take longer than horses that were just given time for, say, a foot abscess or for just a break from the daily grind of the racetrack.
And what kind of training regimen do you use to get a horse ready to race?
Well, we start our horses off tack walking and then slowly move from tack walking to jogging. They usually jog for a couple weeks, then start galloping. From their gallops, they go to what we call a 2-minute clip, which is 15-second eighth of a mile, and we go from that to a 3/8, from 3/8 to half. Usually put 2 or 3 halves in them before we move on to a 5/8, and then they usually have a couple 5/8 before they're ready to run. So if you figure a week per work, you know, you're looking at a couple months coming back off the layoff.
Do you typically run route horses in sprint races, their first race or 2 back?
You can. A lot of it depends on their quality and their level of racing. Sometimes you can run them shorter, knowing that they need an out, depending on their body type. If they're big, heavy horses, it might benefit them. You know, if not, if they're high quality, you know, grade 1 horses, they're usually very easy to train up to those kind of races.
Do you slowly increase their feed intake as their training ramps up?
Usually when they're ready to come back in and train, you know, they go on our feed program. Some horses, you know, eat more than others. A lot of it depends on how much weight they're carrying when they come in, whether we need to back them off their feed, or if they're the type of horse that tends to get a little bit light on you, then you'll pretty much put them on full feed, knowing that they're going to need that weight to sustain their training.
How beneficial can time off be for a horse that doesn't have an injury but hasn't been racing for a while?
I'm not a real big fan of turning out healthy horses. If they need a reason, if they've gotten real light, if their attitude's gone bad, if they're not performing up to expectations, a lot of times a freshening will help them. But if horses are competing and thriving, you know, they're used to their routine, they like the action in the barn, they like the schedule that they maintain, and you know, as long as they're doing good, I think they're a lot safer in a racing stable than they are turned out in the paddock.
Well, thank you, Scott Blasey, assistant trainer to Steve Asmussen.
Several of those are small partnerships. Some of it's on my own. I've got 1, 2 horses over there too. I got
sell some?
Well, I mean, I do. I did all right last year, pretty well selling horses. You remember which mare that horse is out of, Tom?
No, I don't.
He needs better than a $5,000 claim.
It's nice. Good. He was 3/8 and 37 and change, out of half and 50. Just kind of cruising along on the bridle. We weren't really asking him for a lot. Just told the rider to kind of slide his hands back, and he had his ears thrown up. He was happy doing it. Switched his leads on cue, and did everything the way you'd want to see him doing it at this stage of the game. Come back next week. We'll do the same thing with him again. Maybe let him gallop out a little faster afterwards, get a little more out of it, and hopefully from there we can go on and go a half and get this kid back to the races for you guys.
They are at the post. And they're off. Slow start for High Holy and a slow beginning as well for Mr. Monomoy, who is last as they head up the back stretch. Bunch comes out running for the lead, puts ahead in front. And there's Gold Street on the outside in second position, followed by Wayne O, who's third up to the far outside. Hanson's Mischief, fourth down toward the inside as they enter the far turn. And then Kingpin, who's there in between horses, trying to move up into the fifth spot. Mega Max goes in the sixth position, followed closely by Bird in the Hat, who's a wide seventh around the far turn. Marvin is eighth in between horses, followed by Mr. Big News, who's ninth down toward the inside. Grand Ombre in 10th, High Holy 11th. Mr. Monomoy, last of the 12, and the leaders are at the top of the home stretch. Gold Street between horses, Bunch to the inside, Kingpin far outside, and Wayne O, who's there between horses as well. Wayne O now puts ahead in front. Marvin's running late, but still fifth. Wayne O challenged again by Gold Street to the inside. Gold Street fighting on. Wayne O is there from the outside. Wayne O and Gold Street. Marvin a distant third. Down to the line. Wayne O. Head bobbing photo for the win. It'll be either Wayne O or Gold Street. Behind that, it was Marvin across the line in third.